Here's my personal top 5 list for why you should play Destiny 2 right now. Reason number 5. Are you wanting a rich story spanning a decade to immerse yourself in? Well, look no further. By playing Destiny 2, you can start the story in the same way you'd start watching Game of Thrones by starting halfway through the 5th season. You also can't go back and watch any of the previous seasons for context because they physically don't exist anymore. Reason number 4. You like getting Jewed out of your money? Destiny 2 has that covered as well. All the good playable content is locked behind a $200+ paywall. This includes major expansions, gutted expansions, and dungeon keys. Also, if you want any actually good cosmetics, you better pay the fucking piper, Just fork out your whole retirement fund. Reason number 3. If you're a Star Wars fan, then you'd actually probably like Destiny 2. Its most recent large DLC is just one giant Star Wars collab. There are blasters, lightsabers, and an Empire-themed sub-faction. There's also, a very Star Wars-inspired story, but it's alright. Reason number 2. The gunplay and gameplay for Destiny 2 are actually really good. Despite the game feeling empty and starved of content, the gameplay has genuinely never been better. There are hundreds of builds you can make, and they all play differently and feel fun and satisfying. Has to be one of Destiny 2's strongest features, despite it, taking hours upon hours to actually get the stuff if you're starting off fresh. This game is so new player unfriendly. Reason number 1. Destiny 2 is ending? This is really it. Huh. You know, despite all my grievances with this game, the spitballs I've shot at it, and the many times I've renounced it only to come back, I truly do love this game. There have been very few games that have enamored me as much as Destiny 1 and 2. The lore, the memories, the gameplay, the story. I was there shortly before the Taken King DLC came out, before Rise of Iron. I bore witness to Gaul's rise to power and the subjugation of the Traveler in the Red War campaign, and then saw the Traveler wake up again. Now we travel to the tomb of the legendary Saint 14 when we killed the High Worm God Zol. The day I saw Cade 6 die in the Forsaken DLC, I wept. I was there too, in Shadowkeep, when we laid siege to the moon, and after so many years, we finally got to see a piece of the darkness that nearly ended all of humanity before the events of Destiny 1. Then came Beyond Light, which was when we lost 70% of all content in the game, and it was all downhill after that. But I still played this shit-ass game that abused me like a manipulative ex. Not because I liked the abuse, I'm no masochist, but because I knew it could be better. It was so good. It was full of raw, untapped potential. I played through Witch Queen and saw how Savathun stole the light, only to later learn that she'd actually been given the light by the Traveler. I was there for Lightfall. I don't actually have anything interesting to say for Lightfall aside from, new super, Strand. It was rather mid DLC, and then finally, the conclusion of the decade-spanning Light and Darkness saga, the final shape. I was there when we finally killed the Witness and beat back the Darkness. I watched the live streams where they beat the Witness, and then I got to participate in the final confrontation. But I should have seen this coming. It hurts to see a game that I've invested half of my life into just to come to such an abrupt end. I really am gonna miss this game. Nothing has ever scratched that itch the way Destiny 2, and I'll just have to make peace with that one way or another.